All this talk about plastic in the oceans has got me thinking about the water that I grew up by. I'm from Libertyville, Illinois, a small suburb north of Chicago, about a 10-minute drive from the beaches of Lake Michigan. Growing up, I always enjoyed summer days on the beach and fishing trips to the lakes of northern Wisconsin. And while Chapter 5 of our Garbology tells stories about ocean gyres full of plastic and the belly of a whale being full of microbeads, it doesn't bring up the problem more close to my home, the pollution of freshwater supply with microbeads. The reality is that microbeads have not only infested the oceans, but they have infiltrated a large portion of our freshwater ecosystems, killing fish and intoxicating the water we drink. To put it in perspective how big of a deal the pollution of freshwater is, listen to this. Only about 2.5% of all the world's water is freshwater, and of that 2.5%, only about 1% is available for direct human access in the form of lakes, rivers, and reservoirs. This very small portion of the world's water is becoming poisoned by small bits of plastic that absorb toxins from their environment and pass them on to humans and other animals. The Great Lakes make up 20% of the world's available freshwater and are the source of water for numerous cities and towns, one of the largest being Chicago and the surrounding suburbs, including mine. These lakes are also tributaries into major rivers that bring fresh water to other states. Microbeads are being dumped and spread through the veins of the U.S. like a virus. A group at the State University of New York in Fredonia, led by Sherry Mason, measured the microbead content of all the Great Lakes. Lake Michigan came in with the third highest concentration of microbeads, with 17,000 pieces per square kilometer. But the first two, Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, far surpassed those numbers, with 46,000 and 248,000 microbeads per square kilometer, respectively. It is no surprise that Illinois, border state to Lake Michigan, and New York, border state to both Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, will be the first two states to create legislation banning microbeads as it affects their freshwater supply directly. I cannot stress enough how incredibly important this is. This is not about being uber conservationist and protecting the marine life of the world's oceans. This microbead problem is making our scarce resource of fresh water toxic. This affects the living condition of every person on Earth, and the only way to fix it is to quit microbeads altogether. What the fuck? Where did it go? Alright, I don't think I did anything.
What?
I just pressed record.
Did you make sure you recorded your voice and stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't know where the thing went. It literally just disappeared.
did you need it?
Oh.